Imagine, for a moment, a single vibrant red rose blooming defiantly in the center of a vast, wide, frozen lake. It should not be there. The conditions are wrong. The air is too thin, the wind too biting, and yet there it stands, a pulse of crimson life amidst the stillness of winter. This image is the perfect analogy for the energy we are stepping into this week. It is the paradox of the fire in the ice. We stand at a threshold of immense power. On February 1st, 2026, the cosmos orchestrates a symphony of rare and potent alignments. We are witnessing the full moon in Leo, the snow moon, rising exactly as we celebrate the ancient festival of Imbolc. But there is something even more profound happening in the background, a shift that historians and mystics alike have waited lifetimes to witness: the recent entry of Neptune into the fiery sign of Aries, interacting with the transformative power of Pluto in Aquarius. We are not just making another lunar cycle, we are turning the page on a spiritual epoch. If you have felt strange cocktail of exhaustion and electricity, a desire to hibernate varying with a sudden urgent need to scream your truth from the rooftops, you are already tuning into this frequency. To understand the power of this moment, we must first look at the ancient calendar. February 1st marks Imbolc, a cross quarter day sitting halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. The word itself is believed to come from the Old Irish I Imbolc, meaning in the belly, referring to the pregnancy of Eves. It is a time of the quickening, that subtle moment when life stays underground, invisible to the eye, but undeniably to the instinct. Scientifically, this is the point where the light begins to win its battle against the dark. Our circadian rhythms, which have been lulled into torpor by the melatonin production of deep winter, detect the shifting angle of the sun. The pineal gland begins to wake up. We are biologically primed for a restart. But the 2026 Imbolc is unique because of the Leo full moon. Usually, winter is the domain of earth and water, slow, heavy, introspective. Leo is pure fire. It is the archetype of the king, the queen, the performer, the child. It is the heart's unadulterated yes. When the full moon, the spotlight of the night, is in Leo, it reflects the light of the sun in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of the collective, the future, and the group mind. Leo is the sign of the individual, the present moment, and the ego. The tension here is palpable. The sun in Aquarius says, "We must save the world." The moon in Leo roars, "I must save myself first, for my light is what warms the world." It is the oxygen mask principles applied to the soul. You cannot serve the Aquarian collective if your Leonine heart has frozen over. We cannot speak of this moon without acknowledging the elephant in the room, or rather, the Leviathan in the fire. Just days ago, Neptune, the planet of dreams, spirituality, and illusion, moved into Aries for the first time since 1860s. For the last 14 years, Neptune has been in its home sign of Pisces, dissolving boundaries, increasing our sensitivity, and drowning us in a collective emotional ocean. It was a time of spiritual merging, but also of delusion and escapism. Now, Neptune has entered Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is the spark, it is the I am. This shifts our spiritual paradigm from we are all one to I am a divine spark. This is the era of spiritual sovereignty. We are moving away from guru worship and external validation toward the realization that the divine force is individualized in each of us. When you combine this massive shift with the full moon in Leo, the message becomes clear. Your unique vibration, your specific joy, and your personal courage are no longer just nice to have, they are your essential contribution to the evolution of the species. The Native American tribes called the February moon the snow moon because the land was often blanketed in white, making hunting difficult. It was also known as the hunger moon. In the ancient world, this was the frightening time. The winter stores were running low, and the spring crops had not yet arrived. This adds a layer of urgency to our Leo full moon. The Leo energy is generous, abundant, and dramatic. It wants to feast and celebrate, yet it finds itself in the month of scarcity. This focuses us to alchemize. We cannot rely on the external world to provide the heat right now. The sun is still weak, the harvest months away. The only source of heat available is the one you generate from within. This is the secret of the yogic tapas or the inner heat. We are being asked to become our own suns. Think of the story of the phoenix. We often focus on the rising from the ashes, but we forget the burning. The phoenix doesn't wait for a forest to consume it. It generates the heat from within its own feathers until it combusts. It is a self-willed transformation. This full moon asks you to find that spark in your belly, the Imbolc flame, and fan it until it melts the snow around you. As we approach the guided meditation, it is vital to set a container for this volatile energy. Unlike the watery, emotional moons of the late 2025, this energy is dry, electric, and sudden. To prepare your space, banish the idea of calm, page, spirituality. Leo demands color. Adorn your altar with gold, orange, and royal purple. Bring in the element of fire, not just a single tea light, but perhaps a circle of candles or a roaring heart if you have one. For crystals, leave the gentle rose quartz for another day. You need stones that can hold the frequency of the sun. Citrine, the merchant's throne of manifestation, sunstone with its glittering inclusions of hematite, and carnelian, the stone of courage and action. If you have a piece of moldavite or tektite, place it there too to honor the Aquarian Uranian energy of sudden change. The ancient Celts would craft a brigade bed for Imbolc, a small basket for the goddess to rest in, inviting fertility and creativity into the home. We will adapt this. Your physical body is the bed, your heart is the hearth. We are about to undertake a journey to the frozen castle of the heart, where we will wake the sleeping monarch within. Let us begin. Close your eyes. Let your body settle into the surface beneath you. Feel the weight of your bones, heavy and dense, like stones resting at the bottom of a riverbed. There is nothing you need to hold up right now. The earth can carry it all. Take a deep breath in through your nose, drawing the air deep into your belly, and exhale through your mouth with a soft, audible sigh. Release the tension of the day. Release the identity you wear for the world. Visualize yourself standing at the edge of a vast ancient forest. It is night. The sky above is a velvet canvas pierced by the sharp diamond light of a billion stars. The air is crisp and cold, the kind of cold that wakes up every cell in your body. Everything around you is covered in a thick blanket of snow. It grows pale blue in the starlight. The trees are silent sentinels, their branches stripped bare, sleeping in the deep winter. It is the season of the snow moon. Step forward into the snow. Feel the solitude. There is no fear here, only a profound, sacred silence. The world is asleep. The chaos of the collective, the noise of the news, the demands of your work. They are all buried under 6 feet of snow. You are alone in the cathedral of nature. As you walk, you notice the full moon rising above the tree line. But this is not a cold, distant moon. It is huge, golden, and radiating, a strange magnetic warmth. This is the Leo moon. It does not just reflect light, it seems to pulse with it, like a heartbeat in the sky. You follow the light of this moon. It leads you deeper into the forest, to a clearing you have never seen before. In the center of this clearing stands An ancient structure, a circular stone temple open to the sky, its walls covered in frost. This is the temple of Imbolc, the place of the first spark. You enter the temple. The air inside is still. In the center of the stone floor, there is a fire pit. It is filled with old wood, dry and ready, but it is cold, dark, dormant. This pit represents your creativity, your passion, your sovereignty. It has been waiting through the long winter of your soul. Kneel beside the fire pit. Place your hands over the cold wood. In the ancient traditions, they say that goddess Brigid walks the earth on this night to wake the seeds. But tonight, you are the goddess. You are the god. You are the awakener. Bring your attention to the center of your chest, your heart space. Visualize a tiny golden spark glowing there. It is small, fragile, like the flame of a single match. This is your I am. This is the part of you that existed before you were born and will exist after you leave this body. Breathe into that spark. With every inhale, feed it oxygen. Watch it grow brighter, yellow, orange, red. With every exhale, push that warmth down your arms, through your palms, and into the wood before you. Suddenly, the wood catches. A flame leaps up, not a small, tentative flame, but a roar of vertical power. The fire is alive. It is a lion made of light, shaking its money, crackling and snapping with joyous ferocity. Feel the heat hit your face. It thaws the numbness in your cheeks. It melts the ice around your heart. This is the energy of Leo. It is unashamed. It doesn't ask permission to burn. It simply is. Look into the flames. What do you see? Is there a dream you abandoned because it seemed too big or too much? Is there a part of your personality you hid away because you were told to be humble, to be quiet, to fit in? The lion fire demands that you bring it forth. Imagine you're holding a handful of dried leaves. Each leaf represents a fear of being seen, a fear of judgment, a fear of your own power. One by one, toss them into the fire. Throw the fear of being too loud. Watch it burn instantly, turning into white smoke. Throw the fear of failure. Snap, gone. Throw the guilt of putting yourself first. The fire consumes it critically, growing taller, brighter. As the fire grows, you notice something changing in the temple. The frost on the walls is melting, the stone is warming, and looking up, you see the full moon directly overhead, pouring its golden light down into the fire, connecting the fire of the sky with the fire of the earth. Stand up. In this column of light, between the moon above and the fire below, you are transforming. You're no longer the weary traveler, you are the sovereign of this domain. Feel an imaginary cloak of heavy velvet warmth wrapping around your shoulders. Feel the weight of a crown settling upon your head. Not a crown of gold, but a crown of crystal and light forged in the fires of the stars. This is the gift of Neptune-Aries alignment, the remembrance of your divine origin. Repeat these words silently or aloud, letting them vibrate in your throat. I am the fire in the winter. I am the keeper of the flame. My joy is my service. I give myself permission to shine. Repeat. I am the fire in the winter. I am the keeper of the flame. My joy is my service. I give myself permission to shine. Third time. I am the fire in the winter. I am the keeper of the flame. My joy is my service. I give myself permission to shine. Feel the truth of these words anchoring into your cells. You do not need the world to be warm for you to be on fire. You are the generator. You are the source. The fire will continue to burn. It does not need you to watch it constantly. Now that it is lit, it is self-sustaining. It is the eternal flame of Imbolc. Turn away from the bed. knowing the heat is now within you. You carry the hearth in your chest. Walk back out of the stone temple. Step back into the snowy forest. The cold air hits your skin, but it no longer chills you. You're radiating heat from the inside out. You're like a walking sun. Notice the snow around your feet. Where you step, the ice melts. Tiny green shoots of crocuses and snowdrops push up instantly in your footprints. You are the bringer of spring. Your very presence, when you are in your power, creates life around you. Retrace your steps through the forest, feeling lighter, taller, regal. The full moon guides you back, winking at you with a conspirational gleam. It knows who you are now. Slowly bring your awareness back to the physical room you are in. Feel the floor beneath you. Listen to the sounds of the modern world outside. They may seem mundane, but you know the secret. You know what burns inside you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one final deep breath, inhaling the courage of the lion and exhaling the stagnation of the winter. When you are ready, open your eyes. The meditation is done, but the work has just begun. The energy of this week is kinetic. It wants to move. You cannot light a bonfire in your living room and then ignore it. You must tend to it. In the days following February 1st, pay attention to the Imbolc nudges. These are the sudden, irrational impulses to create. Perhaps you want to wear a bright red scarf to a great corporate meeting. Do it. That is Leo signaling. Perhaps you have a sudden urge to write a poem. paint a wall, or speak up in defense of a colleague. Do it. That is the Neptune-Aries barrier spirit waking up. Remember the lesson of the snow moon. The environment does not dictate your temperature. You may be in a winter season of your life, financially, romantically, or emotionally, but you possess the internal technology to generate spring. This Imbolc, do not just wait for the light to return. Be the light that returns. Before we part ways, remember that energy is meant to circulate, not stagnate. Just as one candle can light 1,000 others without losing a single spark of its own brilliance, sharing this practice does not deplete you, it only expands the field of light. If you know a soul who is shivering in their own winter, who needs to be reminded of the royalty within their heart, please share this space with them. Let us create a web of bonfires across the globe. I'm not rushing away. I will remain here in this sacred digital space for a few more minutes in silence. I want to hear your voice. How did your fire look? What did you throw into the flames? Type your experience in the comments below. I will be reading, witnessing, and replying to your truths as you speak them. Let us hold this space for one another a little longer. Namaste. And so it is.